Hello, my dear friends. So this is going to be very special video because now I'm going to answer your questions that I recently found on my YouTube channel, Modern Astrology. So I'm going to answer these questions randomly. So stay tuned. Okay, guys, before I start, let me introduce myself. My name is Beata. I'm your astrologer. I predominantly read Synastry charts, so relationship horoscopes and things like that are my ministry. I have more than 14 years experiences now, and if you want, you can definitely book a reading with me. Everything is listed in the description below, or you can check my website horoscopesandreadings.com. So honestly, I don't even know about the questions, but this was definitely idea just really popped up in my head, and yeah, I find it interesting. So let's do this together. First question. This is really exciting when it's an exact orb, like less than 1 degree. Okay, so this was obviously comment for one of my videos. Yes, every time you have pretty much any aspect, if it's less than 1 degree, this actually becomes a theme of your relationship, and suddenly this aspect becomes very, very important. Okay, let's do this. Please do a detailed one for synastry between Saturn and Venus. Yes, I could do that, or I'm sure that I have video about this one, but if you are interested, I can do it. Hi, is it still a conjunction with if it is both in the same house and signs Leo but in a white orb more than 15 degrees? Um, of course, it is still a conjunction, but if you imagine a synastry grid, it's like mixture of everything, and there is really like a lot of aspects, a lot of details. And if you want to read someone's chart properly, you really have to stay focused on few things, right? So um, this is still conjunction, but this is not something of a theme of the relationship. If it is this wide conjunction, like 15 degrees, it still gets, a little flavor to the relationship, but definitely this won't be the theme of relationship. Okay, so we have another question. Hi, Berta. Well, I'm actually not Berta, but anyway, I would love to know what your opinion is of Mars conjunct ascendant in a composite sitting in the first house. I would assume this is a good thing as for attraction goes. A composite chart is really, to me, it's like a separated thing, right? It's very different from synastry, but if you are like aspiring astrologer, or if you really like dive deeper into these things, a composite chart is a good way to really look at, right? Because composite chart, it's like a birth chart of a relationship, and but there are differences. But every time I read a synastry chart for my client, I always, check composite as well, because it tells me a lot as well. But coming to your question, if you have composite Mars in the first house, it's like you as a couple, you will look hot for sure. Of course, there is increasing tendency in attraction, great sex probably, but also, we have to be careful with Mars, because Mars is malefic even if Mars is well aspected, and in this case your Mars is very prominent in your composite chart, but then this Mars will be very prominent in your relationship as well. So just be careful, because this placement also brings a lot of fights. Okay, Mars is that go-getter energy, and yeah, it would be very wise of you, from both of you, to really direct this Martian energy towards something meaningful, right? Right, like your own business or workout and things like that, and then it could work very well. Okay, what else we have? Mhm. These are just comments. I'm trying to find the question. Yes. Mhm. Okay, these are just comments from you guys. Mm. Sounds like a player. Okay, so let's read this one. Oh, my crush has Sun Leo, okay, square Pluto, Mercury square Pluto, and Mars square Neptune. I don't know houses, but now I'm concerned. Sounds like a player. So this comment is below my video. Player type markers in the natal chart. Wow. I didn't do this one in a while, but yeah, you know, with Mars squaring Neptune, or really Mercury squaring Neptune, I am very cautious with these two aspects, because from my practice, I can tell you that this can be problematic. If we have someone with Mars squaring Neptune, this person, um, this person will not have a problem to really mislead us, to lie to us, even with his actions, right? So we have to be very careful, especially if Mars is somewhere in the 8th or 12th house, or Neptune even. And yes, Neptune Mercury is like verbal lies, okay? It's like these people, they can pretend something, or they can definitely tell you what you want to hear. But Neptune with difficult contacts, it's always difficult, it's like clouded vision with everything. So if I had a partner who has like Mars square Neptune, um, well, I would be cautious. But still, orb matters, and also other stuff what is going on in his or her birth chart. Okay, so we have to consider everything. This is number one thing. Okay. I have this contact. Do exhausting and rewarding if you do the work. This was comment below one of my videos between Pluto and Venus. Okay. Now we have another one, Moon square Saturn video. I have the Moon and my husband Saturn, such a harsh relationship. Feel always criticized. Nothing is good enough. Okay, and finally I see question popping up. What if it's from two different signs, like Moon in Leo conjunct Venus in Virgo? Okay, this comment was below my video between Moon conjunct Venus. This is actually one of the sweetest aspects you can have, and it's really lovely and enjoyable. And this question was, if you have Moon in one sign and Venus in other sign, but still it is conjunction, okay? So this is called like out of sign conjunction. you know, this conjunction still counts. Okay, so um, what I can tell you from my practice is I would not diminish definitely this conjunction. Obviously, your example, sign Leo, sign Virgo, are quite different, but still, uh, still a good match. So just enjoy fruits of this conjunction. You know, guys, what I really found out, even my personal life, is that when I see someone's birth chart, even I don't know, my family members or whoever, this gives me like deeper understanding of who this person really is. Okay, and then of course I am actually able to somehow consider their side of the story, even because I don't know, I have Mercury in Libra, and my mom, she has Mercury in Pisces, so obviously there's like a lot of talking, and she starts talking about this one, and then she will jump into another thing and coming back later. Okay, so it can be quite clouded with Pisces, and me with Libra, because Libra is a cardinal sign. I like to actually go matter of fact, even shorter. But you have to have like more of this stuff in your chart. But what I'm trying to tell you is that sometimes I just listen to my mom and I nod, and I am very understanding, because of course she has to tell me everything, and it is harder for her to really to put a short sentence and tell me it shortly. So that's okay, and that's why I love astrology, because even though I am into tarot cards very much, but astrology gives you like different perspective. Astrology, in my opinion, is like more rational, more logical. Okay, and in my opinion, it's a great tool to really know other people or to know someone else. Okay, but to wrap this video up, I would like to end with some questions. Okay, but these are just comments. Guys, thank you so much for your comments. I read them. Mm, 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 mm. What if you have Venus square Pluto and Pluto sextile Venus? Okay, it's like one partner is Venus, second partner is Pluto, and there is square, and the opposite goes like first partner is Pluto, and then second partner is Venus. Then, in my opinion, person who is first person Venus, person whose Venus is squaring someone else's Pluto, will be much deeper in love, madly in love, really, because general rule for synastry: squares are felt the most. You will feel the square aspect immediately, right? If you have like Mars square Venus with someone, you will feel immediately attracted to that person because it's square. Of course, troubles will come later, but squares are felt. That's why person who is Venus in this combo will feel intense energy, almost unbearable even sometimes, right? Because this Venus Pluto stuff, there's a lot of obsession going on. But when roles are reversed and first person is Pluto in sextile to someone's Venus, okay, still there is some attraction, it's sextile, but depends on the orb. But second person will not be like all over the place from this connection. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you. Thanks for tuning in. And next week, I am going to actually or I would like to start a new series about like the best aspects you can have in synastry versed, like the most controversial aspects, aspects that are mainly connected to love or even to attraction, right? So I will try to cover a lot of stuff. Have a good week.